Hey guys, I'm Anand, your tech guide from Tech Store, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the procedure to rip apart the Acer Aspire 3 series of laptops that Acer has launched recently. This is 2021 here in India, and this is the most wide value entry level series that Acer has launched. Let's have a look at it. In the video we'll also show you the review of the laptop, the webcam test, the speaker test, and the functionalities of the laptop. Whether it is a Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5, Core i5 or a Core i3, the silver color variant or the black color variant or the blue color, the process to disassemble will remain the same. So let's do it. So in the top panel you'll see a matte silver finish. It's not glossy, it's that matte finish, sort of an aluminum kind of a finish that you will have. Once you open it, you will see two-sided nano bezel and a dual array microphone with web camera, and it is a full HD IPS panel screen, so that's the best part about the Acer Aspire. Even the entry level Core i3 or a Core i5 will have a IPS panel screen, which is not there in most of the company laptops. The keyboard quality is not all that great. The power button is integrated inside, and Acer Aspire 3 will not have backlit keyboard, so this you should know. Again, the same color matte finish is there on the inners also. The keyboard part, the touchpad area, everything has having the same matte finish. So this particular variant is a Ryzen 5 that we are reviewing, but it will all remain the same. There is a unipad that has been given, multi-gesture, 10 gesture unipad that Acer has provided. On the left side, you have a charging pin connector. You have Ethernet port, so that's a good thing to have. You have a HDMI port, two USB 3.0 ports on the left. Fairly slim laptop and very aesthetically nice looking laptop. Front, there are no IOs whatsoever. On the right, you have a Kensington lock, you have battery indicator, you have power indicator, and a USB 2.0 port, and a headphone mic combi. When you flip it, you will see a very clutter-free design, good amount of vent area given on the laptop so that the heat can be dissipated. The speakers are based in the base here, left and right speakers. Rudders are placed nicely and firmly, even the top as well as the low rudders. Let's see if it opens with a one-hand operation, which will showcase the sturdiness of the hinges. No, it stutters. So in a year or two, you should get this thing loosened up. Otherwise, these frame or the base might get broken off. So this is a video shot taken from the web camera of the Acer Aspire 3. The audio is pretty good, the video is pathetic actually, if you ask me. There's a lot of unwanted distortion that I can see on the screen, as well as the video is not all that great. So if you're taking this for video calling or maybe Zoom calling, this is not the laptop that you need to buy. A big downer on the camera for the Acer Aspire 3. Now let's look at the audio quality of the Acer Aspire 3. Bad. The audio quality is very tinny, no bass whatsoever. If you're taking this for the speakers, don't take it. Webcam and speakers are pathetic on this series. First thing first, we need to flip the laptop and we need to remove all the screws that are visible, before which this sticker has to be very carefully removed. Take a cutter blade like this and you have to remove the stickering that is there very carefully, so that you don't void the warranty. Of all the companies, Acer is the only company which has this unwanted warranty void sticker that they put, because of which if you go to the service center, they will say the warranty is void. Start with the hinges screw. Now we need to remove all the screws. The screws are of all the same length, so need not worry if the screws get mixed here and there. All of the screws have the same length. Now we need to take a prier like this and start protruding. It's a fairly straightforward design that Acer has. Base is open now and you can see the different things that you can install on this particular Acer Aspire 3. It might be a Ryzen 3 or a Core i3 or a Core i5. Irrespective of that, the same process is there. This is the hard drive. This is the large battery that Acer provides, m.2 nvme SSD slot, RAM slot. So we'll start with the battery first. The connector very gently. There are no screws whatsoever Acer has given for this battery. You can just directly remove it and here you have it in your hand. It's a pretty large battery. It is 4870 mAh, 37 watt-hour battery, and 8.7 volts is the power rating, and it is a AP16M4J. So if you want to replace the battery, say 2 years from the point of time you have started using it, this is the battery you need to buy. Let's keep it aside and coming to the part where the SSD is. This is where you can put a m.2 NVMe SSD. Just take a NVMe SSD of any brand. It might be Toshiba, Samsung, Crucial, Corsair, Kingston, anything that you would research and would come up as per your budget. You can upgrade up to 1 terabyte, 250 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB or 1 terabyte. Just take a SSD like this. There's a screw that Acer has provided here. Just need to remove the screw and need to fit the SSD like this very gently, and just need to put it like this. Now coming to RAM part, this is where the RAM slot is. If it's a Ryzen 3 or a Core i3, you need to buy a 2666 MHz DDR4 low voltage RAM. The brand might be Crucial, Corsair, Kingston, anything that suits your budget and your liking. Just take a RAM similar like this and you have to insert it like this. It has got one RAM slot only. The other 4 GB is soldered onto the laptop. So that is something we were looking up to. Acer will have 2 RAM slots, but here they've only given 1 RAM slot. So maximum RAM upgrade capacity is 16 GB plus the existing 4 GB on the motherboard. Total 20 GB is what is the upgrade capacity. And if it is a Core i5 or a Ryzen 5, you need to buy a 3000 MHz DDR4 low voltage RAM. Coming to the hard drive, you need to remove this strip here. We need to remove the Wi-Fi chip also before we remove the hard drive. Just remove the screw and keep it aside, and you need to remove the hard drive connector and then you can remove the hard drive. Before which you need to remove these 4 screws totally. So for variants which are having SSD only, would not have hard drive, you will have the hard disk connector inside the laptop. So you need not buy a external connector. Once it is out, this is the hard drive. You need to remove this connector. This connector is priced 1800 rupees if you purchase externally, but Acer provides it with most of the laptops. Once this connector is out, you need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, and you can buy a 2.5 inches SATA SSD or hard drive. Up to 2 terabyte hard drive and 1 terabyte SSD will work absolutely fine. Just put it back into this metal casing and put the connector back like this, and you're good to go. If you want to replace the Wi-Fi chip, just take this similar Wi-Fi chip, just remove it from the PC Express slot and take another Wi-Fi chip and just insert it like this. You need to remove the 2 antennas, black and white, and refit. This is the processor fan. So in a scenario you want to replace the heatsink and fan, just remove this particular 1 screw here, another screw over here, and these 3 screws, and you can replace the entire fan and heatsink assembly. So people who are having issues with date and time, this is the CMOS cell. You just need to remove this particular connector over here. Need to remove this SSD. And now you can remove the CMOS cell very comfortably like this. Just take another CMOS cell CR2032 and again put it back. Right, let's remove the RAM back because we don't intend to upgrade the RAM. Let's fit everything back. They should have placed some screws or something for the battery. These are the speakers here, 2.0 speakers. For people who want to replace the speaker, just remove the speaker over here. There are no screws whatsoever, and the wire connecting goes to here is where the wire gets connected. Just remove this one notch and the speaker will go off. Once you have removed the battery, you can access the cable which connects to the speaker also. If you want to replace the speaker, this is the way to go. This is the VGA cable, display cable, and this is the keyboard connector over here just below this. So people who want to disconnect the keyboard, they can just remove this particular strip here and remove the keyboard connector. This, my friends, was a review showing you the Acer Aspire 3. The Acer Aspire 3 comes with Intel as well as AMD variant. So Intel, it will have a Core i3 10th generation or a Core i5 10th generation processor, and AMD, it will have a AMD Athlon or Ryzen 3 or Ryzen 5. All of them will look the same, absolutely same, if with the silver color, black or the blue color. The process to basically disassemble, upgrade and remove the battery, do all sorts of upgrade on this particular laptop will remain the same across all the variants. The laptop is a good one on the entry level front. If you see for the Acer, it starts at around 25,000 rupees for the AMD Athlon variant, towards up to 50,000 rupees for the Ryzen 5 variant. We were not happy with the webcam quality as well as the speaker quality. All in all, even the keyboard is not all that great, but apart from that, the best part is it has a full HD IPS panel screen, which is not to be seen in any entry-level laptop at this point of time in any other brand. So full marks on the screen quality here. Even the build quality is very good. The process to upgrade, disassemble is also very straightforward, and Acer gives this hard drive connector along with it. In a scenario, if your laptop is only SSD variant, you can very easily use this particular connector and put a hard drive up to 2 terabyte. So the RAM supportability is up to 16 GB easily. One RAM is soldered onto the motherboard. So 4 GB is any day soldered. You can add up to 16 GB additional, making it up to 20 GB. It does not have a C-type port. We thought it would have a C-type port, but Acer Aspire 3 does not have a C-type port. Even the body build is not metallic, it is fiber polycarbonate. So anyways, this is an entry-level laptop, so this is not, this was expected by Acer. All in all, a good entry-level mid-sized laptop. Hope you liked the video, guys. Do let us know suggestions and comments, and do not forget to subscribe to us. Thank you so much.